What's up? What's up? Hello orchid fans, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be about basically finishing the waterculture project for this Masdevallia rolfeana. And the reason I'm doing that is, well, there is a few. So first of all, when I did my update on the haul, which this orchid was included in, I was saying that a lot of roots up here at the base of the plant are kind of growing upwards. So it feels like they don't like the glass beads, you know, and they don't really want to go down into the media, which, you know, obviously it's going to be a lot more humid down in the pot than in the ear, but it seems to actually like the ear more, which is quite bizarre, you know, for Masdevallias. So that just kind of tells me that it's not really a fan of waterculture, I guess, or maybe I just don't know how to look after it. You know, I can't blame the method. It's more just me not having experience in it. And I also noticed earlier today I've got this one leaf right here, which is a new growth, but can you see how yellow it is? It's totally yellow. So it doesn't seem like it's actually rotted or anything. It's still, you know, feels like a normal fresh growth, but it's just totally yellow. So it's really strange. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna take it out of here and I'll put it in Leca. I still want to grow it in organic media because I don't want to disturb it, you know, every year. And these guys quite like to be in a very moist environment, so, you know, the media shouldn't really dry out ever. And if I keep bark constantly wet, it will just go off pretty quickly. So I think I'm gonna just use Leca. So I've got my Leca here. I separated some Leca, and this is like small beads. So I'm gonna plant that in that. So yeah, let's get this out of here. So I've got my plastic bucket here to dump all of this in there. So you can see the roots have actually grown through the holes and right into the water reservoir. So, you know, I think they will be used to kind of being like constantly in water. I can see some roots are kind of circling actually at the bottom of the pot. So they will probably be quite happy in Leca as well. So let me just try and gently take it out without breaking any roots. There we are. So let's see what those roots are gonna do now. Okay, so looks like they just came out pretty easily. So let me just get rid of those glass beads. I'm just trying to be as careful as possible. Obviously glass beads are quite heavy and I just don't want the roots to start breaking, you know, if the glass beads just kind of weight on them too much. So I know there's two plants in here, so let me just try and get them separated. I will plant them together in one pot. So if they don't come apart too easily, I'll just leave them be. These roots are so dry. So when I'm gonna plant them, I'll try and bend them down if I can, and put them in media. So yeah, let's get them to soak for a bit, and hopefully we can get those aerial roots soaking and a bit more flexible. They're just so stiff and dry. And I also want to get this algae off those roots as well. So yeah, let me get that into water and I'll tell you some sad news as well in a minute. Okay, so I got myself you know, just a ceramic pot which basically has no holes inside, so that I can basically hold water in here. So let me just get some water from from my bucket. So that's just clean water, nothing is in there. So I'll just pour some water in here and try to get those in there and see what happens. So I'm just gonna let them like drop in there, even though the base of the plant is gonna get wet as well, but they're not gonna be here for long. And after I'm done with the repot, I will put them right in front of the fan. So as you can see, they're basically just sitting right inside the water, but I'm sure they will be fine. That will give us, you know, those roots will get a bit more flexible, hopefully. So yeah, I'll put timestamps, so you know, if you're not interested in my personal stories, feel free to skip ahead and check out the rest of the repot video. But basically, so yesterday was my birthday, and you know, I was so looking forward to it. And when we got up in the morning, we took the dog out for a walk. So we've got, as you might know, we've got two dogs. We've got Charlie and Ollie. So I'll put some pictures up so you can see them if you've not seen them in my previous videos. And yeah, so our Charlie, our Springer Spaniel, he just totally got lost as soon as he jumped out of the car. Yeah, we had to just run and get him like from like a complete different direction where we usually go when we, you know, take them out of the car. And turns out he actually lost his sight overnight. So it was honestly so shocking. You know, it just happened so suddenly. I mean, obviously we don't know if maybe he had you know, bad kind of vision before, because you know, he was acting totally normal, and then yesterday he just completely lost his sight. So he was just bumping into walls and into the corners. Just, I think he was just so shocked himself as well. You know, he wasn't like, he didn't know what's going on. And it was honestly, it was just so sad to watch him, you know. So we took him to the vet, and they checked his eyes, and they couldn't really see anything. So they referred us to a specialist, you know, pet eye doctor. So we went there in the afternoon, and they did a bunch of tests on him, and basically his eyes are fine. So there is nothing really wrong with the eyes. So they're suspecting it must be something to do with his brain, basically. So so they gave us some medicine, some tablets to try out, and I'm gonna have to take him back to the doctor tomorrow, which is Monday. And yeah, we'll just see what happens. And they basically recommend to do an MRI test, and we should do it like pretty quickly. The trouble is we need to travel 3 hours one way to get there, because nobody does those tests here locally. So you know, I just feel so bad for the dog that he just needs to sit in the car for at least 6 hours, you know, just to get that test done. And obviously he will be given anesthesia, and then, you know, and he had that yesterday as well. And when he came home, and he was just so tired and sleepy, and he was just afraid to even move one step. You know, he just felt like he's just gonna bump into something. So it was just devastating. And then this morning we just noticed that he can see again. So probably the medicine is helping him. So he's not got his sight back completely, you know. He's still like, we can see that he can barely see things, but at least he can see something, you know, probably kind of differentiate day from night. And you know, he can see some kind of shapes around him, but not, you know, he can't see it properly. Like if we try and throw a ball, he just can't see the ball, you know. He just starts hearing where it bumps, and then, you know, where the ball jumps and on the ground, and then he tries and catches it. So he can see it when it's on the ground, but when it's just flying in the air, he just totally can't see it. So it's just so sad. Honestly, I've been like crying all day yesterday, and even today, you know, every time I think about it, I just feel so bad for the dog. So yeah, it wasn't really a happy birthday for me at all. But anyway, I'm just happy he is, you know, able to see something right now, and I just hope he will adapt, you know, quickly, and we might actually even be able to sort it out and he might get his sight back. But I'm just kind of trying to prepare myself for the worst and just think, you know, what do we need to do to help him out and to just help him to adapt to what he's got. And, you know, if he's not gonna have any sight left, oh, it's just gonna be so hard. But you know, you've got Ollie as well. He's still a puppy. He's only about 4 months old, so you know, he's not gonna be probably much help right now. But I'm sure as he grows up, he will be helping Charlie out. And also, given that he is a shepherd, you know, so he will. It's in his instincts actually, you know, to kind of guide, you know, sheep to, you know, wherever they need to go. So I think he will just naturally do that to Charlie as well. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'll keep you guys updated, but just wanted to let you know, it's just, you know, I'm just not feeling very cheery and happy right now. So it's just such a shame. So yeah, that's my sad story. Let's get back to this Masdevallia now. So I soaked it now for about, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes. So yeah, these roots are now, yeah, they're so much more flexible now. So I'm sure I'll be able to get hopefully some of them down into the media. You know, I don't want to kind of bend them too much because they are still quite fragile, but hopefully will be a bit better than what they were before. But yeah, you see, like the leaves, they just get those black spots. Basically, as they mature, they just start getting those black spots straight away. Like these are all new growths that I had since I put it in water culture. So yeah, they don't seem too happy. I'm assuming it's probably maybe lack of humidity. I mean, Masdevallia is really like high humidity, and the best I can offer them is about 60%. Can get a bit higher sometimes, but can also get lower, you know, as well. It could be about 50%. So if it goes below 50, I just put the humidifier up as well for say an hour or so, and then it just bumps it up to about 80%. And then, you know, I just let it be for the day. So they can get some humidity from the air, but you know, it's nothing that what they would prefer. And that's why I'm just surprised that these roots are just going up in the air. You know, it just feels like they, you know, they prefer the conditions in the air than they do down in the media. So I don't know, maybe actually, you know, the water culture, maybe just wasn't enough oxygen for them down in there. I'm not sure. And yeah, this yellow growth, I'm just honestly not sure at all what this could be, why I would have a yellow growth. It's just so weird, you know. It's not even opened yet, like I can't even split the leaf yet, and it's just totally yellow. Like it's, you know, it's almost like I kept it in a black box all of, you know, the whole time it was growing, and it just didn't photosynthesize at all. So it's, yeah, that's really weird. Let me know, guys, if you know what it could be, or if you had something like that and you figured out why it would do that. Just find it really weird. But anyway, let's just get that potted. So I've got my pot, but of course I don't have anything else. So let me get my microfiber, and I'll put a tray underneath so the water doesn't just go everywhere. Give me 2 secs. All right, that's better. So let's put this here. Okay, so I'll just get a little bit of small leca to put it to the bottom. You know, I'm also thinking, so I was watching Danielle's Orchid Ranch videos quite a lot, and if you know her channel, you know, she grows everything in water culture, and I'm just kind of thinking, you know, when I put it in glass beads, usually when Danielle does it, she would actually put microfiber inside as well, so that, you know, it wicks the moisture up. You know, glass beads are obviously not, you know, they're not going to wick the moisture up. So I'm thinking, even though they were in the water culture, maybe actually they didn't get enough humidity, you know, because basically around the base of the plant, it would just be glass beads, but really no water, no moisture. So maybe those roots just totally couldn't sense that there is water below, and they just never you know, never try to kind of go down. So it probably felt like the air is more humid than the media down there. So I don't know, I'm just trying to find out, you know, to figure out like why it would do that. So maybe if I had a microfiber in, maybe the you know, it would have grown better. But oh, someone is trying to come in here. I suspect it's the cat. It's Foxy. Foxy, is that you? He's not speaking to me. Okay, so I'm just trying to kind of put those two pieces together in a way that they can actually fit in the pot. And also I'm trying just to get those roots down. So I basically separated my whole bag of leca into small beads and bigger beads, and these are all the small beads I've got left, or I had from that bag. And honestly, I feel like that's all I'm gonna use from that bag, you know, because majority of my plants are tiny, and I can't really, I don't know if I'll be able to use a bigger leca, so just trying to figure out what to do with it. I'll maybe use it for bonsai as well, because, oh, I don't know if you guys actually know, but a few weeks ago I started growing bonsai. So I ordered a couple Japanese maples, so they are just normal trees, and I'm gonna make bonsais out of them. So I kind of started wiring them as well and trying to kind of, you know, getting them trained. They are pretty young trees, so I think I'm gonna have to actually cut the trunk, you know, cut everything, all the branches to the trunk, so that once it kind of thickens up a little bit, and then grow the new branches. So the wiring is probably not gonna really do that much right now. Sorry, if if you're not growing bonsais, you probably are thinking like, what are you talking about? But I'm also growing a couple bonsais from seed, so I'll show you my tray at the end. I actually have a few growths coming out, which I'm really excited about. So, and I'm just trying to put some leca on top of these aerial roots, but they just bounce right back up. Come on, you guys, stay in there. There's gonna be a lot more humidity. To be honest, I think with the increased humidity, they probably will figure out themselves anyway, you know, that they actually need to like turn around and go back in and go back down. I had my phalaenopsis basically do that. It was growing upwards, and then it just did like an 180 U-turn and just went back down into the media. So hopefully my Masdevallia will do the same. So let me just put this label back in somewhere. But that's gonna be it. So yeah, I think it's looking not too bad. So hopefully now I can take care of it a bit better, and I'm probably not gonna fertilize it for a while, because Masdevallias are not high feeders anyway. So but yeah, it's looking pretty good. So that basically means it's the end of the water culture project. So I'm gonna put this video in the water culture playlist as well, just to kind of, you know, close it off and show that, you know, here we are, basically this is the end of the water culture project. Yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying my videos. So as I said, my birthday was yesterday, and I couldn't make, I didn't make videos for over a week. But it would really mean a lot if you guys subscribe to my channel. I'm at almost 300 subscribers, so I only need, I think, 5 subscriptions to get to 300, so please help me get there. And then my goal for 2021 is to get to 500 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed yet and you enjoy my videos, please go and, click on that subscribe button and help me get to 500 by the end of 2021. And if we get there, then we'll do a giveaway as well, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a good day, and Stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye! And here are my bonsais that I was talking about before. So this is Scots pine, and I've got 3 seeds germinated. Look how cool they look. So they've only been here less than 3 weeks actually, and yeah, they're just so cool. I think I had about maybe 5 or 6 seeds in the spot, and only 3 germinated, but honestly, I'm just so surprised they even worked. And then the other one is this one. This is the Norway spruce. So again, it just looks so cool. There was another one in there. You can see the mold here. So there was another one that came up, but basically the seed just kind of rotted when it came out of the soil and just took the growth down. So, but at least I've got one. And then the other 3, so I've got 5 in total here, 5 little pots. The others haven't germinated yet, so there is nothing in there. But I've got a, so this is Dawn Redwood in there. And then this one is, I think, Red Maple in there. And then this one here in the middle, that is Larch. So nothing came out of those yet. So I was reading that you basically need to put them in the fridge for like cold stratification, and they might germinate afterwards. So yeah, I think because they've been here for 3 weeks now, the ones that haven't germinated, those 3 pots, I'm gonna put them in the fridge for 6 weeks and see what happens. So yeah, that's my other kind of project, you know, new hobby. So yeah, we'll see how long that goes for.